Virgo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early March 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Virgos. I hope you're all doing fabulous. I'm sure you are, but let's get this going here. My guides, talk to me. What do we got for the Virgo collective early March? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going. Let's go for Virgo, please. Let's get it popping. All right, yeah, that card did like a kick flip out of my hand. Here we go. So this card can have a couple of little dicey energies to it. Not necessarily. There could be things revolving around control when this card shows up, but we'll talk about it. There's a lot of layers there before we peel them back. If you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a look at this card. So you see this jester type of figure playing with the puppets, the puppeteer card. It's a card that comes out rarely in my readings. That's why I have to say it always gives me a little pause when it shows up. I did see it in one of the fire or air signs yesterday when I was filming. This, to me, is a card of somebody possibly pulling the strings or controlling. So it could be a good thing if you're trying to get certain areas of your life under control, whether it be your budget, emotions, whatever. This could be very good. But I always say it could be somebody trying to move the strings behind the scenes. You need to watch out that nobody's trying to pull one over when this card shows up. Now, I don't want to be too much of a downer. We're just getting started in the reading. I always say this doesn't make or break the reading, but there are things surrounding control, whether it's your own impulse control or somebody else. Let's get into tarot now. And yeah, let's shuffle it up one time. Let's see what we get for Virgo. Get you 3 cards before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff going. 3 cards in the upright. So, last week's reading was very positive, which was nice because for a few weeks there's been some challenges in the Virgo reading, but I did like it. It was titled Big Win Incoming, very classic title around here, but it felt really good, very claimable energy. So we're going to hope to keep that going this week. Let's see what we have for you. And you know, energy is very fluid. Nothing's ever set in stone, so only take this out hits for you because it could be your energy or it could be somebody else's. Let's get these 3 cards out. What do we get for Virgo? But yeah, the energy last week was absolutely fabulous, so I'm hoping we don't take a left-hand turn here. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands. That doesn't ruin the reading whatsoever, but this could be something that's a little bit burdensome. Some of you might need a vacation for real when we have this card. You might be working a little too hard when the 10 of Wands leads off a reading. Let's get 2 more. 2 more for my Virgos, please. Thank you. All right, 3 of Swords, so we're getting the fire-air combination. You know I say that could be volatility as well. This could be somebody who's hurting a little bit of pain with the 3 of Swords. Let's get 1 more, because you know when we clarify it, that could change the whole game. But we do have the Devil here on the back end, so I am going to say this. These are challenging cards right up front. Okay, whether your energy or somebody else's, we're really going to have to take our time through this. But let's do it. Let's go through. I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes before we get the intuitive messages. So, at first glance, this is the type of spread that gives me pause once again. We even saw it in Oracle. But we have fire, we have air, that's volatile, that could be explosive, and we have the Devil on the background, right? Although that is earthy Capricorn energy, it does fit this fire and brimstone type of energy we got going on. But let's just go through it. Position number 1, the 10 of Wands. Like I was saying, it's a burdensome type of energy. This shows up when somebody might feel like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders. It's very heavy. Hopefully you're not going through emotional heaviness here. I always say it's a warning about the physical health and vitality. Make sure you're getting rest, relaxation, recuperation here. But there could just be something you're going through, whether issues or situations, that's a little bit heavy, okay? Specifically, watch out for the areas like your neck, back, and spine, okay? You could be experiencing some pain in that region when the 10 of Wands shows up, but we'll see what that's about. Hopefully it's pain or heaviness alleviating when we get to the clarifier. But as we press forward through the reading, we have one of the more iconic tarot cards in the whole deck, the Three of Swords. Everybody has seen this imagery, even people that don't know what tarot cards mean, they don't really watch them. It's iconic because it has the three swords cutting through the heart. So simplistically, it's pain, right? It's somebody that's hurting a little bit. When we see this card, I say it's on a scale. It could be something very minimal. It could be an annoyance. It could be a little bit of gloominess, but this can also be full on heartbreak and betrayals and stuff like that. So you see what I mean? There could be warnings here. And when we start mixing the elements together, if not you, there could be someone you're linked to that is having a very tough go of it for whatever reason. So we want to see what this hurt, what this pain could be about with the Three of Swords. A little bit of heartbreak, okay? But as with all cards, it's a double-edged sword. So this could represent healing as well. Like some of you could be on a tough healing journey of some sort, whether it's physically or emotionally. But on the back end, this is what we really want to get into further. We have the Devil card. Now, if you're connected to a Capricorn, that makes us a little less nerve-wracking, right? And the only reason the Capricorns get this card is due to the goat symbolism. So this card is like the inverse of Lovers. There could be a lot of warning flags here that we really need to take a look at when the Devil shows up. This could represent toxic individuals, toxic people. This could be warning us against specific people. This could be addictions. This could be rough behaviors. This could be like mental obsessions and stuff like that. So we really want to see what's up. I do say on the lighter end, it could be somebody overthinking, but you know that devil energy, if you watch tarot, you know it could be a big warning here. So we really want to dive deeper on all of it because it could do a little bit of damage here when we have the Devil card. But I want to dive deeper on all of it, Virgo. Let's do that. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my friends. Talk to me, my guides. What do we got for Virgo here? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's see what's up with that Ten of Wands. And as always, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages from this spread that you want to give to the lovely Virgos out there, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Ten of Wands. You might need a vacation, right? That's what I was saying earlier. Let's see what's up with that Ten of Wands. Why is it here for Virgo? Thank you. Seven of Swords, I don't like it. Don't like it. So more fire-air combination here. This is something to take pretty seriously. Okay. Yeah, maybe you do feel like somebody has like done you wrong in some sort of way, or someone was very backhanded. I would say on the low end of the scale, this could be someone who is like very passive aggressive and you're getting fed up. But for some of you, this could be like a full-on sneaky SOB here. I don't want to use any curse words, but this isn't giving me the nicest feeling. So somebody's antics could be very heavy on you or weighing on you, even if you're trying to not let it do so. Like you could almost be fed up with somebody. That's like the main vibe I'm getting here. Now, does it mean someone's like betraying you and doing this, doing that? I'm not a fearmonger, you know that. But I'm getting the energy of somebody getting fed up. And eventually it might get to the point where you cannot hide this, especially with the fire and air all congealing around each other. So there could be like an overflow or an eruption as well, where you've just had it up to here with somebody or something, and then it spills as the train horns start to sound. You see what I mean? Let's keep moving over. We're going to get to the Three of Swords now. Okay. These are energies to watch out for in the coming days and weeks for sure, especially if you feel like you've been getting like a fed up with someone's behavior or someone's BS. Let's see what's up with that Three of Swords. Really want to get over to that Devil. What's that Three of Swords here? Okay. Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. Yeah, there could be something that you were just trying to suppress, or like the truth of something might be hard to cope with or deal with. Okay, whether you or somebody else, like the truth of a matter or the truth of a situation could be very hard for someone to cope with and deal with. So they could be purposefully like ignoring it or trying to put it out of their mind. Also, like once again, look at all this sword energy, all this mental energy here. And with the Ace of Swords in reverse, it's either somebody suppressing or hiding, or it could be somebody not talking about it. So if you are going through a tougher time than usual, you might not be verbalizing it. You might not be speaking it out there, whether it's anxiety, sadness, whatever it might be. You might be keeping it to yourself. or your person or whoever you're watching this for could be very much like keeping it to themselves, not speaking about it. And you know how I feel about stuff like that. Like if you don't let emotions out or thoughts out, eventually they will boil over. So it's something to watch out for. I don't want to overcomplicate it, but we do have a couple of warnings this week for sure, especially with this heavy mental energy. The swords, the fire, the devil, this is very explosive and volatile. So I would say there's several warnings already that we should be taking seriously. Let's move over to the devil. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get the shadow card. You know, I'm an optimistic reader, but when I see the cards showing up and it's giving me funky energies, I have to give it to you straight. If it's not hitting for you, I would say that's a good thing. Maybe like check your other alignments, but let's see what's up with the devil. Page of Swords. Oh, this is somebody that like they can't help themselves for whatever reason. Okay, Page of Swords in the upright underneath the devil. This could be someone that is like borderline obsessed. This is somebody who, and I'm not saying that too. I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes, but the Page of Swords is the watcher of the tarot deck. Under a card like the devil, this is somebody that like can't help themselves. Like they have to keep checking in or they have to keep watching. Like I would absolutely beware if any of this stuff is hitting. Like there could be somebody keeping eyes on you or putting you under the microscope. Big warnings across the board here. More air energy showing up. So you might be having issues with air signs. But the Page of Swords could be someone trying to speak. Watch out for anyone being deceitful. Okay, with the Page of Swords underneath the devil. Like this could be somebody that gets very defensive very quickly, and if you try to call them out on it, they just get super defensive and get into battle mode. That's another thing. So I'm just getting over flooded with this type of energy here. But it could also be someone, like I said, who has jealous tendencies or borderline obsessive tendencies here. So let's go through and do a quick recap, because I would say there's several serious warnings throughout this spread this week. Obviously, don't let it ruin your week, but just keep an eye out, right? Keep your head on a swivel. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the 10 of Wands with the 7 of Swords, okay? There are a couple of alignments in this spread that deal with deceit a little bit, but this does feel like you're possibly getting fed up. Like, I'm fed up to here with this person's behavior, with how they're acting. Like, it could really, could be getting to a breaking point of some sort here. Okay, but moving further, we have the 3 of Swords with the Ace of Swords in reverse. The truth of something might just be really difficult to like cope with or deal with. If that's not it, this is somebody going through a lot of pain, heartbreak, and they're keeping it to themselves for whatever reason. They're trying to keep like a straight face. They're trying to just keep it together. That's a big vibe I'm getting. But on the back end, this is where a little more of the seriousness pops in. I did say there's a lot of explosiveness and volatility, so these are serious warnings. On the back end, we have the devil with the Page of Swords in the upright. It made me feel several things. Either somebody might be borderline obsessed with you or obsessive in their ways, like how they do things. I did say when it comes to conversations, watch out for somebody being deceitful or trying to tell a lie, or if you try calling them out on it, they get very defensive. Like, we're picking up a lot of different things here, and they're not really straightforward, honest types of energies I'm seeing. So please take a screenshot. I'm going to get you one shadow card here. Many swords. Many swords. So you might be thinking a lot, or your person is like in their head. Let's get one shadow card here. Let's see if we could get a little more detail. I feel like we just pulled a whole shadow spread. So let's get one more shadow card here. Let's see what's up for Virgo, please, in the shadows. And I'm using the Shadowland Tarot for this portion. It's one of my favorite decks to do shadow work with. What's in the shadows for Virgo? Okay, thank you. Okay, 7 of Pentacles in the shadows. This could be something that may have stalled out or impatience. And once again, that fed up energy that I was picking up in the main part of the spread could be represented with the 7 of Pentacles in the shadows. This could also be karmic energy. You might feel like something's not fair, whether it's the way somebody's acting, or maybe you feel like you've been dealt a rough hand with something, like I just can't catch a break with this. That's something I pick up with the 7 of Pentacles. Of course, impatience and stuff like that. But to me, if this isn't karmic type of energy, it's an energy of patience or things stalling out. And I do feel like there could be certain things going on where you're just hitting your limit, okay? So take from that what you will, my friends. Like I said, it doesn't have to ruin your day, doesn't have to ruin your week. Just keep your head on a swivel as you move through, okay? Because you could be getting to a breaking point. I mean, that's something I'm feeling very strongly here. But Virgo, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the March subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the February subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's fire and air sign readings. But for March, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. This is a new deck and it is absolutely awesome. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments out of this week's reading, which card spoke to you the most. At the end of the month, the winners will be in the community tab once again. My friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.